I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
Hey, hey, man, it been Jay Usos now in your city. It's just me, okay. Day one, it's just me, Day one, it's just me, okay. Day one, it's Jay. A lot of more love and knock 'em down like.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
It's on me now.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty. We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief. But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline of the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi? I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass. Stunts. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up. Blast off!
Timing, forearm smash. He's definitely been worn down a little. Countdown's on and get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants. A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late. They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side. Now that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games. Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Oh, the rear super kick.
From behind, nasty.
He finds a counter for Jay.
Ooh, man. Oh, man.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up against this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight. And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games. Buster! Oof! Up high! Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Jacob Fatu cuts him off.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Table behind him now, not where you want to be. Crashing through the table.
That cannot be what that table was meant for.
Countdown underway. The odds about to no longer be even. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside the structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
"Thanks, Michael."
Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Stop right there and gun.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Going up the cage now, must have some sort of strategy in mind.
From the top.
OG Bloodline Liquid Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And here we go.
The Boston Crab with the back position.
We might be looking at a tap out soon.
It won't matter, though, Michael.
So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might run out of the way, but can he capitalize?
And the head taking a real pummeling here.
Uso.
And now here's Jimmy Uso.
Will Jimmy seal this off? Look at this, just unloading.
That's a well-targeted attack to the body.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test here. If his crew can defeat Roman's,
Top rope, Uso splash! Jimmy with a game ender. Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out.
when you're in an atmosphere like this, when you can't hear yourself think because the crowd's so loud, you find a way to do superhuman things. That's what these combatants are doing here.
Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
Sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
From a deadlift position.
And over to the other ring he goes.
Super kick finds the mark.
We've seen that look before. Jay in position.
Super kick goes back to the rope.
Down by the DDT. Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Blue Thunderbomb!
Both wrists captured. And Tanga Loa closed things out. Vanquish Tanga, driving the cage, but that makes absolutely no sense in this match. Ooh, sidewalk slam. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Begun as the last combatant in assesses the situation. Enter Uso, now Jimmy.
No doubt this competitor has more punishment in mind. Upping it. Watch out!
Placing him in the corner.
Sammy just ended this. Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing.
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Tama could end it there. Tonga setting it up. Here it comes. And his head is taking even more damage. Jay is down. What a sick thud from that table. Big back body drop.
He's in a bit of agony now. And that blow has him wavering. Ooh, and he stops it on the middle rope. Flat out. Power into the scoop slam.
And a stop to the punch right in the head.
Solid drive. Now looking at Jay. Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Up the rope he goes.
Uso splash. Will Jay take advantage?
In the pin. Jay Uso is trying to seal this one up.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance. You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.
I'm the last.
Lure, code, 5, 2.
The following contest is the
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief. But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief. And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page. Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline. Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team oozy, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat. I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. Leg drop.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Just a barrage of elbow drops into the chest.
Unleashing a barrage on their opponent. The adrenaline is pumping, and
Jay got caught. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT. Jacob about soaring. Headbutt lands.
That's yours in your head.
Oh, no. He is donning the crimson mask.
What a callous attack.
Tope Atomico finds the mark. Leg drop.
Got to be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the words that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight. And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. If he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Kick connects. Kick.
Nasty kick. He avoids the contact. Jay out of there in a hurry.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike. Look at Jay. His lights are off. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle. Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Boom! Super kick!
Just bludgeoning their opponent.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now. And that was an effective attack, guys. And Tonga Loa gets knocked up.
Uso.
And it's Jey Uso.
Will Jay end this? Just bludgeoning their opponent.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
He even get through the ringer tonight. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Here we go. Buster! Look at this. Jacob is holding in. And he wants it one more time.
And looking at Jacob on two. And that was an
and that can vanquish Tom. Ooh.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi? I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. The WWE Universe is absolutely on fire right now.
I can barely hear you, Byron. Look at this.
Just whipped into the table.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has put himself down at the table. Tribal chief. And when
both wrists captured and boom! Good night. What a knee. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one. Carefully measured elbow drop followed by another, unleashing a barrage on their opponent.
that vicious streak of Jimmy Uso and looking at Jey Uso.
Jey nailed all of it.
And the balance of power is about to shift from the middle rope.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline with Will Sami recover? If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight. Goes, here we go. Oh!
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, you hear this capacity crowd following you on that journey.
And just planting them with that DDT there. He's headed up high. We're about
Debilitating elbow drop. And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots to the torso like this.
reversal by Jey. Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters.
So precise with the super kick.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline. Nasty boot by Zay. Zay has this wrapped up. He could have got my Tonga. And look out. Here it comes. The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker. Throwing all cuts into the ring.
And Zayn pushes through with an offensive burst.
And Tonga is getting dragged into some deep waters. Starting to scale up the War Games role. He's got something in mind.
He's starting to feel it. Watch out!
He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd. Cover! This could be all over.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure. Jey is in a very vulnerable position here. Rakes the face to Uso.
And now Jimmy Uso.
The lights are out. Boom! Kick. It is over. Has Sammy ended it there? Ending up between the two rings, and this can get dangerous fast.
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the War Games cage.
From the top. Both wrists captured. Man, knee strike. May have just faked with legs. Sending him careening through the table. Nothing but carnage and wood fragments are left.
He puts him into the corner.
No finish.
Tonga Loa trying to secure the victory. Then we see Tonga Loa. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline. You want to know what version of the bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games. These four men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Roman's old crew. But now we know that Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are the one true bloodline.